So, remember I was saying that before. I was saying, like, you know, I could just go live every fucking day, all the time. Why not? Until folk get sick of you, you know? Until I get sick of myself. So in cycling news, the National Gravel Championships, which I competed in last year, is going to be competed in Gatehouse of Fleet. So that's big news. That's quite big news actually, because I had to travel all the way down south to compete in it, and obviously because of this year they've moved it to the home of the Gralach. The Gralach was the first gravel race, big event, big, you know, world level, basically doubled up his qualification for the World Gravel Championships, and anyone that was watching me blethering on about all this shit would know that I I was 33% down the field, in the top 25% in each age category qualified. So obviously if I hadn't done X, Y, Z and did all the other stuff, then I might have been in with a good shot, because the fitness wasn't really there. It's a bit like the London Marathon. I've spoken about this before. It's a bit like the London Marathon before, when knowing how hard the first one was, I overtrained and overprepared, and then it was easy. And it was sort of like that with the Raiders. The Gralach. If I'd known I was going to be I did know I was going to be within striking distance of the qualification. So great excuse in it. I would have tried harder, but I didn't really. It is true. I didn't actually go for it full blast because I was burnt out. So you kind of, I was burnt out and I was overtraining for it, and I wasn't really properly. It's all a learning process, and we're trying to figure out the Rubik's Cube, which is not easy, is it? And if it was easy, everyone would do it. Yeah, but so that's quite big news actually, because they did the Gralach. As I say, that had all top riders in it, professionals, and the top 25 in each category qualified for the World Gravel Championships. And then they had the Raiders 3-day there as well, and obviously knowing same organisers that do the King's Cup National Gravel Championships, so I think obviously they've known how successful the event was in Gatehouse. It's a perfect location, perfect trails. It's all simmered, hasn't it? Everyone's realised how good a location that was, so they've obviously decided that that would be a perfect location to host the National Gravel Championships. So quite excited about that, if I can get an entrant. I was saying there how I took 4 weeks off to take a break from it, from all the training, and time will tell whether that layoff has helped or hindered my preparation for what was going to be the Raiders. But what I've just discovered as well is it's quite mind-blowing actually. They've doubling up the National Gravel Championships as the Raiders event, and anyone who followed my escapades with the cycling would know that I got sixth Masters place in the Raiders last year. Obviously, because it's going to be hosting the National, this competition will be a lot tougher, so I think to get a sixth place will be even more difficult. So I was saying before, I got a sixth place, I'll do better. I could knock on the door of the podium, but it's doubling up as a nut, so you know what I mean? I'm literally going to have to charge myself up as the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to have to channel the spirit of Arnold Schwarzenegger to have any chance of, getting within a stone's throw of a respectable position, So obviously I was using the kind of Arnie image with a log in it, but it really is going to have to be like that. It's going to have to be 6 weeks of concentrated training. How the fuck am I going to do that? So it's the 31st of August, so it's about 6 weeks. How the fuck am I going to do that? But muscle memory, I've had 6 years of training consistently, so I didn't think, I've no shut down. My body hasn't shut down. in the 4 weeks I've had off. I wasn't completely off, I was still blasting it to work just to keep the high intensity there, so when you lose too much fitness, and there's still a bit of fitness there, so I've learned from the whole burnout problem in previous years, so, you know, I talk a good talk, don't I? So I've had 4 weeks enjoying myself and all the rest of it, so why not? It's all timing, isn't it? So you've got to have the perfect storm to do well in any of these things. So can I? That's the question. So that'll get you out of bed in the morning, isn't it? It's like you get a bit, like I said before, it's kind of like Chris Whitten when he was on tour with Paul McCartney and Martin Offer spotted him. He's playing with Paul McCartney. He said, do you want to play in the band and go on tour? And Chris Whitten was like, oh, I was just so fucking exhausted from touring. I needed a break. I didn't really want to do it, but I just had to. I couldn't not accept it. It's a bit like this. It's like I'm a bit tired from all the shit, but given the fact that what's all the training been for since December, I've got to do something. So it's kind of like that, innit? I can't really. I'll be absolutely exhausted. There's the lesson there, right, from what I did wrong before. Prepare properly, but didn't burn out. So it's going to be a fine line. Yeah, I've got to prepare quite hard now. 6 weeks of solid training, at least 2 rides a day, because I obviously commute to work, so I cycle to work, then I'm doing a physical job, then I'm cycling back, and then I've got to somehow do the turbo training. It's got to be the HPA axis is going to be running hot, innit? You know what I mean? Look at Doc Snipes' content to learn about all that stuff, you know, to do with the cross sensitization with the and all that stuff. Learn all about that, and so stay off the drugs, stay off the booze, and there'll be no smoking. It's quite funny, right? Just full method. What I did was, right, I was having a few drinks and that one, and with a special person, and I smoked a whole fucking packet of fags, just for a laugh. But there'll be no more of that. I think that was like the aversion therapy. Just do it, see what happens. And I indeed confirmed to myself that I don't really like doing that sort of thing. So, but as I've said before, the pros smoke and drink and take drugs and everything. I mean, look at all the cyclists, incidentally, that died of drug overdoses. Notably, Marco Pantani died of a cocaine overdose. So it's all drugs, isn't it? It's all just brain chemicals, isn't it? We're basically exercise junkies, so bring on the endorphins. I think what we need to do is get back on the bike, quite literally and figuratively, and get the endorphins flowing, going and flowing with all that knowing and all that kind of thing, and all the stuff I've said before, and talk a good talk, play a good game, and get going and get pumped up, pump up the jam can, get the blood flowing, get the endorphins flowing, get the adrenaline flowing. That's a bit of that's a cocktail in it as well, isn't it? It's not just the endorphins and the dopamines and the serotonins, is it? It's the adrenaline. So when you mix the adrenaline with the traffic of a bit of risky fun, let me play with the traffic, get a thrill, it takes more and more, doesn't it, to get like a drug addiction. It takes more. I think that's why I was needing time out, because I'm going, this isn't really having the buzz. Yeah, I can play with the traffic, been there, done that, but maybe I need to just I don't know. Maybe my HPA axis has stabilised and recalibrated, and we can come back and just run it hot again. To try and go for glory. We'll be running hot, won't we? Because we'll be moving the whole time. But as Dick Van Dyke and Mike Tyson said, keep moving. That's the secret. So if I've got Dick Van Dyke, Mike Tyson behind me, and all the other people, then stand a good chance. And Graham O'Brien, as I said before, took 6 weeks to get prepared for it, so why not? 6 weeks preparation. It doesn't sound like much, does it? But as I say, I've had months and months of so it's all there dormant, ready to be and just shave the legs, get them tanned up, and lose the weight and get to 10 stone 10. That's another thing, the weight loss, Dear Diary, the weight loss. If I can get down to 11 stone to stabilise the weight there, then we're in with a good shout. And then I need to get the bike fixed up, because the bike's got fucking the bike's in pieces. So you need the bike. We need to get a new set of wheels, and we need to get all the tyres are there, and we've got the whole deal ready. So all we need today is fucking prepare for an assault and try and take on the pros with no drugs. How am I going to do that? Well, Graham O'Brien did it, didn't he? He did it all on zero drugs, and how I'm the Bez of cycling, am I? because look, I'm more brave than Bez, because I did look at all the shit I've done on no drugs, making an exhibition myself, 850 YouTube videos, all the Outlaw King and all the videos and the performance and the stuff and all the just acting like a maniac the odd time, right? So I'm more rave than Bez, so I've got to be more rave than Graham O'Brien, because you know he out-raved all the pros on drugs, didn't he? So I've got to do that. I've got to yeah, you know, but I'll not beat the pros, but you know, it's that the target is to be a good Masters. It's just I need to be a better me, don't I? A better version of me, not competing with anyone else, but it'll be a laugh. And we've got a wee bit of experience there, haven't we? And we got better with the descending, didn't we? I was saying that to someone else. A few people were saying that the more I did, I practiced the gravel. And so by the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong. By the time I got to the fucking, what was it, Raiders? It was Raiders last year. I was like out descending people, and I was looking behind me going, fucking hell, they can't keep up with me. So you know, I'm better descending than I was. I'll not be fucking, what's his name, Tom Boonen or whatever his name is. I'll not be that level of descending. But as I said to Rich, it's just like get better at the things that you're try and make the things that you're weak at better, and then the things that you're already good at get better as well. So you know, and I'll not be damaged and be respectably good at descending, and be good at the things that get better at the things I'm good at. So we want the whole package, like top trumps. You know, just try and get the whole thing. You know, try and get you know, limit your losses in your weak areas, you know, because we can't rebuild, you can't reinvent wheel in 6 weeks, but can muscle memory and experience, and I just need to channel the spirit of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Dick Van Dyke and Evel Knievel and, you know, Danny McCaskill and all the greats, you know, insert all the greats. So that's 31st of August, that'll be quite exciting, won't it? I tune in soon to see whether I do well or not, and, you know, insert pictures of legs. What I certainly won't be doing as part of the preparation is going into the cul-de-sac and doing press-ups on the wall and flexing my muscles within outside my sister's house, because quite clearly she doesn't really dig that shit. So I'll save that for folk that actually appreciate that shit, you know, folk that actually ken how to get fit and ken what the fucking deal is about. You can. I was thinking, just as a wee finish humorously, can make a wee joke, can, just to lighten the mood. Wouldn't it be funny if for Christmas, right? I'll get that picture. It was a nice picture, wasn't it? It was a good picture. I'm proud of it, because I worked hard to get those legs, didn't I? Get a picture of my legs, right? And that picture that I did, and get it, no laminated, but get it on a Christmas card and send it to my sister and sign it and say, for any weight loss tips, give me a message. Well, if anybody doesn't respect me and what I do, why should I respect them? Ken, get off your backside and stop eating the minerals anyway. That's what I need to do, Ken. What I mean, like, right, I'm getting back to work in the strim. Lily's big long snake, as I said before, you know, poking her, getting out of a pitchfork and poking her hay, working to the sound I'd found coming up from the ground on her mounds. Can try to be inspired every day. I need to be inspired every day. Yeah, well, we'll see if we can do that. I think we're going to need some inspiration. We're going to need some divine inspiration, some divine intervention. You know, need to, you know, I'm going to need that to go from where I am to where I want to be. But let's just enjoy it and enjoy the journey, and, you know, get out of your own way. And Ken, you know, well, I'm the king of meditation and I'm the king of art therapy, aren't I? What else am I? I'm the king of, I just say that. So if I keep telling myself I'm the king of all these things, then maybe I will be King David of Dumfries and Day, alright? Ken, date for Scotland, date for Dumfries, and date for yourself, right?